You will have heard of the term being in flow, or being in a flow state, a state of flow. And what actually is a state of flow? This is where you're doing something where time almost stands still. You're not thinking about anything else but the activity that you're doing. Time falls away, your ego falls away, your worries fall away, and you're completely absorbed 100% into that thing that you're doing. And it could be from sports, you know, something like mountain climbing, or playing any sort of game, or writing, or artwork, or anything. It doesn't matter. And we've all experienced a flow state at some point in our lives. But there's three things that you need to actually get you into a flow state. Okay, first of all, you've got to only choose one thing. You can only be in a flow state with one activity at a time. You can't have two things on the go. Okay, so choose one, choose it wisely. Of course, you're only going to choose something that you really enjoy in the first place. Secondly, it's got to be meaningful. Okay, it's got to be meaningful. It's got to be something that you want to actually do. It's got to be important to you and meaningful. So choose one thing, make it meaningful. Number two, and number three, it's got to be on the edge of your ability or your capacity. So it's got to be a little bit tougher, a little bit harder, a little bit more than you did last time, enough to keep you excited, but not too much and too overwhelming that it leaves you bored, or rather, frustrated and annoyed that you can't achieve it. So there's the three things that you need to get into a flow state. For me, it's always been sports. When I play sports, I forget about everything else. I was obsessed by football when I was younger, so 90 minutes, I wouldn't even think of anything else but trying to get that ball into the net. Okay. As I've got older, it became weight training. And when I'm in the gym, I don't think about anything else apart from lifting that weight or moving my body faster, quicker, for most things like that. But for you, it could be writing, it could be artwork, it could be anything. It could be any type of pastime, game, activity. Think about that. So what's the point of this video? Well, I'm inviting you to try and get into a flow state as often as possible. Why? Because it's going to make your life so much better. It's going to enrich your life. It's going to make you feel more passionate. You're going to achieve a lot more. And you're just going to enjoy everything you do in life that much better. So actively seek out times where you can get into flow. But you've got to have those three things. You've got to focus on one thing. It's got to be meaningful and important to you, and it's got to be at the edge of your capacity. Hope that made sense, guys. See you in the next video. Take care.